Hey guys, AirG is here, Air for short. Gonna open a mystical scroll and talk about the runes for whatever monster we end up getting. Now, these are just suggestions, it's not law. You don't have to follow these if you don't want to. Go your own way. Um, and leave any comments or any suggestions for runes in the comment section if you want. I'm sure other viewers would love to read it. I know I'd like to know as well. So anyways, we've got a mystical scroll here. We're gonna summon it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Summon. Okay. Oh, awesome. Yes. Now, guys, this just happens to be one of my favorite monsters in this game. I was told when I first summoned this guy that he was useless. Completely useless. And that I should just feed him, but I have used him in almost every single battle and I still use him to this day because almost every monster in this game requires a high critical rate for their skills to either land debuffs or just to do a lot of damage. So anyways, let's talk about this monster for a moment, and I'll give you some rune suggestions. He's an attack type, so his attack power is quite high. His first skill is Bullseye. Aims and shoots for the gap in the enemy's armor, having a 25% chance to ignore the enemy's defense. I know from experience that this move can do a lot of damage. Chain Fire is a really awesome skill. It attacks the enemy with 2 arrows and attacks again with a 25% chance. I've seen this skill go up. I've seen it, I think, activate at least 5 times in a row and hit an enemy 10 times. I've also seen him completely obliterate a boss using this skill. Then Ready to Snipe is the reason why I use him. Increases critical rate and defense of all allies for 3 turns. So not only does everybody get a defense bonus, but they all get a critical rate bonus. And if you have monsters like, there's the Dark Phantom Thief. He stuns. One of his skills stuns if he lands a critical hit. Um, as well, there's so many monsters that require crit rate. I know Water Undine, when she's awakened, will freeze an enemy with her first skill if it lands as a critical hit. Anyways, everybody is always looking for critical hits. So I'm going to talk about some rune ideas for him. Here's mine. We got right here, Randy. Now, this is the rune setup I gave him. I went violent with him, mostly because his skills have like a 25% chance of ignoring the defense. If you continuously hit, that's like a 1 in 4 chance of ignoring defense. This is a 1 in 4 chance of happening again. But mostly the reason is this skill here, initially I believe every 6 turns it's ready. Now, violent runes allow you to have an extra turn, which means that he'll keep using this buff over and over again, and the idea is to get him to always be buffed. Now, I also gave him blade runes, which was not necessary. Um, I would have interchanged that with energy. I actually think I've thought about changing it to energy. You can also go not violent, fatal runes with this guy if you want, or rage blade. He is an attack type. I just find that the violent runes make him amazing. And what I've done is I've gone defense here because he's going to enter the battle with a high amount of defense if you increase it. And then when he uses his defense buff, that adds on top of the additional defense from the runes. I did attack percentage in 6 here and attack percentage in 4. Now, I used to have defense, and attack percentage. Both work really well. Um, Honestly, guys, this guy's one of my favorite monsters. He gets me through so many battles. I use him even against all sorts of water type monsters, even though he's weak, and I've seen him destroy them. So, yeah, hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. I know that when he's awakened, he gets a speed buff, 15, and I just happen to have on most of my runes, or maybe not most, but I've got some speed sub-stats there, 5 and 10 and 6. So he's quite fast, and he almost always goes first. So yeah, leave any rune suggestions of your own in the comments section if you want. I love this monster. He's amazing. And don't let anybody tell you what monster to use or not to use, because if you rune them right, if you get creative with it, they can do wonderful things. Like, for instance, Fire Bounty Hunter here has been a staple, and I was told to basically trash him when I first got him. So yeah, hopefully this has been helpful. Peace.